Hello everyone, Truds is here, and today I'm going to be bringing you another Destiny 2 video. And what else is there to discuss right now other than that of the upcoming triumphant return of the Trials of Osiris, which is due to return in the Season of the Worthy. So what are we going to be discussing specifically today? Well, if you've read the title and clicked here, then you already know. So yes, we are going to be looking at the weapons and in particular the loadouts I'm going to be keeping in my arsenal at all times on entering the trials. I hope that this video will open your eyes as to some viable loadouts you might want to consider when running into trials. If you are a seasoned vet, you've probably already got your eye set on something. However, if you're new to the game or didn't get round to playing trials in D1 or in the Trials of the 9 rendition in the early vanilla Destiny 2, then hopefully this video has something to tickle your fancy. Obviously, Trials is going to be super competitive, especially as you earn more wins to edge closer to the Lighthouse, so you're going to want to have your best and most popular weapons by your side at all times. Now the maps rotate out each week and each map has their specific advantages and disadvantages to certain weapon types, but unless you're real crafty, quick sniping at close quarters on any single map, you'll want to be proficient enough with a number of weapons to give you your best chance to come out on top. First up, I'm 100% going to be using my Warlock for the first attempt at a flawless run and access to the Lighthouse. Since the top 3 Dawnblade got some love and changes to Icarus Dash, I literally can't even play any other character as they just feel so incredibly slow. And yes, we are looking at you specifically, you Titans. So going on that, there's some excellent weapons to pair with the top 3 Dawnblade, especially as Winged Sun gives you that extra bit of glide and stability whilst airborne when using your weapons. So looking at my first loadout, and this has to be the most obvious generalised loadout in most of people's playbooks. Revoker is an absolute no-brainer. I've told countless friends who are jumping back into the grind to get ready for trials that Revoker is their number one weapon to grind for before the new season. It's just so incredibly good. It's quick, it's snappy, its range and therefore aim assist is just nuts, and with Reversal of Fortune returning ammo on missed shots, it's a massively forgiving weapon as well. I love to use it for pop shots in and out of cover, controlling lanes and any other type of shot you can think of. Honestly, let your imagination run wild when it is in your hands. Is there a box in front of you? Jump up and fire off a shot. You'll never know, it might just hit and you might just get that important knock in the game. But when paired with Winged Sun, it's great for taking advantage of lanes and angles your opponents might not be suspecting from when you're up in the air. So that's Revoker, which obviously pairs beautifully with either the Not Forgotten or Luna's Howl. Again, another set of must-haves and ones that speaks for themselves, especially on controller, because even though they got nerfed with the fire rate and magnificent howl only affecting body shots, the precision archetype of this hand cannon just feels great. We'll stick with the kinetic and energy weapon options for now, so next is Izanagi's Burden. It does have an impending nerf with Outlaw being removed in favour of no distractions and therefore making its reload animation standard across the board, but Izanagi's could be really popular in trials and for a good reason. A 4 times honed edge shot will one-shot body shot any guardian, and a 3 times honed edge shot will take out any enemy in their super on a crit shot to the head. With some good scavenger perks in your build, it could really take prominence in the later rounds of a trials match. Now next up, I'm not a fan of the Randy's throwing knife scout rifle, as on certain maps I just feel it doesn't hit hard enough in my opinion, but I definitely have a ranged primary as an option. A god roll of any of the main dad rifles is a definite must, as none of them are going to be getting any real adjustments next season, so the dad furnace may well be my go-to choice here. A returning nightmare for players from Destiny 1's Trials of Osiris will be Fawn, and it's just as potent as it was then in the right hands. If you get Soul Devourer rolling, you are pretty much unstoppable. especially if you pair it well with the Voidwalker's Devour health recovery perk on a kill. The damage over time effect from Fawn is also incomparable in the game right now. This alone will make Fawn a must-have due to its limiting recovery of your opponent's health, making them easy targets for cleanup by you or your team. Closing off the kinetic slot, two more exotics that you should consider keeping close by will be the Corridors of Time secret exotic reward, Bastion, and the ever faithful shotgun turned sniper, Chaperone. Both of these are excellent hard hitters at close range and offer a great option to shut down supers too. The Bastion does have quite a learning curve due to its slow charge time, but the full auto sug pellets do it justice once you can get the timing down. Likewise with the Chaperone, it's unlike any other shotty in the game right now. Its range is phenomenal, and once you get the Broadborn rolling, you'll be tough to shut down too. As for energy weapon choices, first on my list is going to be Hard Light. The upcoming buff to auto rifles puts this one on the map big time. If you've been lucky enough to snag the Catalyst too, this thing is just like a disco laser beam. Given that Hard Light shots ricochet around corners and do double damage as well, this is going to be a hard choice to pass on, especially on maps like Anomaly and other close range maps in Trials. Next up, I have two great pulse rifles in my energy slot, the Outlast Rapid Fire Pulse from Gambit Prime and the Adaptive Frame Last Perdition. Firstly, Outlast is just massively underused in PvP, but it absolutely shreds at the close to medium range. If you've managed to snag a decent roll on it with Kill Clip or Rampage, you'll definitely want it as an option. Now the Last Perdition is an interesting one. I recently got this to drop in Iron Banner, and with its firmly planted and Zen Moment roll, it's just an absolute laser beam. Honestly, I'm on console, and with how much the recoil pattern tightens up with these two perks, it's just ridiculous. I put a clip on my Twitter with this, and the kills I got there were insane. This one is definitely a huge sleeper in my opinion. As for snipers, I've got a few great options. A firing line Soul Survivor with Snapshot is really great, but there's none better in my opinion than beloved, the Menagerie Sniper Rifle. Sitting in my vault nicely are two great rolls, one with Snapshot and Quick Draw, and another one with no distractions and box breathing. These are both ones that are more likely going to see a lot of use within Trials throughout the community, so if you haven't got these two yet, then get yourself in the Menagerie and get grinding for some. My favourite shotgun in the energy slot though is Gnora's Axe from Iron Banner. I have an insane range roll, and with it being a single slug shot precision frame, I liken this to my mini Chaperone. It doesn't have all the boxes ticked, but it definitely does work, and with the upcoming changes to shotguns in Season 10, this one might just be top dog. Finally, we're looking at the heavy slot. Now in my opinion, you can't go wrong with a choice of rocket launchers. Truth, Deathbringer, Wardcliff Coil and even Two-Tailed Fox all have unique tracking perks and each bring a different utility to Trials. Do you want to smoke somebody out of hiding? Then Deathbringer is your choice. Looking to shut down a team camping at the rear? Then Two-Tailed Fox for the twin tracking rockets or Truth will be the answer. But there's none more lethal than Wardcliff Coil. Its close range, super shutdown ability and death dealing capability makes this an obvious choice for all. However, other options I would consider will be the Hammerhead LMG from the Forges, or even the old faithful play of the game with a good proximity round build in there. But as far as heavy weapons go, it's totally down to ease of use and if you're using an OTIC elsewhere in your loadout as listed in this video. So there we go, there's a lot to think about in all honesty if you're even remotely a bit serious about grabbing some wins in the Trials when it returns. I hope that some of these options give you an idea what you're looking for, and if they don't, then maybe it will get you looking towards your vault for something that you've left collecting dust. But honestly, I just hope you get back into Trials and enjoy it. It's clear the team at Bungie have worked hard to bring it back, so hopefully this, along with some neat surprises I'm sure are lined up within it, will make it a great mode, and I for one am looking to have lots of fun along the way. As always, a rating below is greatly appreciated if you liked this video or found it useful in any way. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and be the first to see them when they go live by hitting the notification bell. I'm looking to step up the content creation on this channel, so any support you can show as I try to build a positive community here would be absolutely awesome. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.